Okay, today we are going to talk about interest and influence. Just what? Today we are going to talk about interest and influence. When we do something, we have an interest in it and we want to take control of it. Sometimes our thinking goes wrong when we think that only we are interested in what we do. Only we can control what we do. It's a mistaken thought. Why? Not only us, there are many others might be interested in what we do. Not only us, there may be many other parties who can influence and can be influenced by what we do. So this interest and influence, having an interest in something, having the ability to influence something or be influenced by it, is called, in English as well as in business, having a stake. You have a stake in what I do. I'm your teacher. So you are interested in and you influence and you are influenced by what I do. Yes, the other way round also is true. I am interested in you and what you do. I can control certain things you do and can be definitely are controlled by what you do. So we say that we have a stake in each other. We have a stake in each other. So we call us in this relationship stakeholders. Stakeholders. So that is the topic we are going to talk about. I know we have skipped few pages like the process. We would be doing it at the end of the today's session. So did you understand the concept of having a stake? When you are interested in something, when you want to control, when you know that you are controlled by it, you are called a stakeholder because you have a stake in it. So you can see lots of relationships. This is why your parents, when they are called, only if they are informed by you, that is why they attend a parent teachers meeting. You know, it's more one of the most difficult days in your school, right? When the parents meet your teachers, oh my god, they normally have to say lots of bad things about you. You worry why the good things of mine are not discussed on that day. Huh? Don't you have that problem? When your teachers meet your parents, when your parents meet your teachers, they have a stake in you. Neither. So normally, generally, what sort of things do they talk? Positive or negative? Tell me about you. Can you remember the last parent meeting you had? Maybe they you online parent teachers meeting also there, no? Right? Positive or negative? Now positive goes like this. Really good. Now suppose I'm talking about the sir, right? On the key now. So I'm your teacher, right? How I met your parents. So I'm saying, oh my God, Anila is a good boy, never misses a class, right? Always very attentive and uh, he does his studies very seriously. That's the good side. Bad side goes like this. Onila, Pissekku, pissek. Huh? I really wanted to talk to you, only father, only mother. He's using a phone, right? He's addicted to it. Everywhere he draws the pictures of phone. He doesn't complete the notes. Monodu mukaranni. Ammata sirri. Then Tati gives you a look, and you know the meaning of that look. That is, hey idiot, I'm going to take your phone away. I mean, huh? The father, mother, who loved you a lot, their face, their gestures, the way they look at you, the way they think of you, all change after they listen to your teacher. Harine? Mang harine da? Good. You can understand stakeholder concept. Every time when you are in this deep or maybe good situation in parent teachers, that's why they meet. And remember, it is designed to be good. Although it's a very bitter experience for students, right? I try my level best to make it more pleasant and less painful for both the parents and the student, because in education it is designed to be good, right? Apu mulai nang aga wenakam naraka dewal ahala yanna many parents la yanne, right? It's easy to criticize, it's easy to think of the negative side in everyone and in everything. But as teachers, while pointing out the danger or the negative side, we should show our parents the good side of the kids that we are controlling. If kids are completely bad, aren't as teachers, we are bad, I think, right? If I as a teacher always tell negative things about my students, so then who am I? Huh? Why am I there? What am I doing? You understood, right? So if the child is bad, maybe, but it doesn't make the sir or the parent good. They are responsible of up to a certain extent, not fully, up to a certain extent, regarding the child's performance. All right, we'll start the lesson. We have already started. Right. Nice one, no? So, Padamak wage, sir, api patang. Okay, I want you to take page number, the tute, and go to page number 26. Page number 26. Right. Business stakeholders. Business stakeholders. Right. Business studies, competency 1, and its business stakeholder lesson. Right. Okay, so right. These are the main topics that we cover here. First one, meaning of stakeholders of a business. When you start a business, when you run a business, there is one simple truth that you need to understand, and that is who these stakeholders are. Second, differences between shareholders and stakeholders. Some students misunderstand, assuming that stakeholder is another term, synonym that is used for shareholder. It is wrong. It is not right. Shareholder and stakeholder have two different meanings, but they are related. I will show you the difference and the relationship very soon. Third one, businesses in the past followed the shareholder priority concept, but today they have shifted from that to stakeholder concept. So this is how modern businesses are expected to operate. There was an era in the world of business where businesses operated prioritizing the requirements and interests of shareholders. So if it is a company, shareholder means a person invested money in the company, so owns the shares of that company. Stakeholders include everybody. I will explain it in detail later. So businesses, as they evolved, they shifted their focus from shareholder concept to stakeholder concept. Topic number 4, classification and naming of stakeholders. We can classify stakeholders and we can name them under the names of those categories. Puta, don't distort the right. Screen neke mukut nadinne pa puta. Right. Next, main topics covered in this section, topic number 5, reasons why stakeholders are interested in a business. We can say that customers are interested in the business, but why? We can say that employees are interested in a business, but why? And we can recognize many parties like that. Many parties. පුතාලා ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ අඳින්න එපා. දැන් මේ දෙවනි ළමයාත් ඒක කළා. අඳින්න එපා. Next, number 6. Importance of stakeholder for a business. Why stakeholders are important for the business? Why? So that is the other way around, right? Once we know why stakeholders are interested in a business, should we take those stakeholders seriously? Should we understand what they want? Should we understand why they are interested in us? Should we give them what they expect? What will happen if we don't do that? Topic number 7, conflicting interests of stakeholders. Conflicting interest of stakeholders. So customers and employees, do they have conflicting interests? Which means when we try making customers happy, will that action make our employees unhappy? On the other hand, when we try making our employees happy, will that action make our customers be unhappy? So that we need to find. Finally, we need to discuss stakeholder mapping and managing them. So since there are many stakeholders, since they have very often conflicting interests, we need to manage their interest. For that, we must recognize their relative importance of interest and their relative abilities of influencing us. So we need to recognize who are the most important stakeholders at the moment, and we must give the priority to them. Later, once we satisfy the most critically important stakeholders, we can start thinking of other stakeholders. So that is what you are going to study. Putala, did you understand the nature of the topic now? What we are going to do today? Don't worry about the few pages we skipped. I mentioned it, right? Okay. Sure, you got it. You know what you're talking about and listening about. Excellent. Very good. Right. So then, we can start our first topic. Meaning of stakeholders of a business. Stakeholders are everywhere. People don't do things or don't contribute or don't join or participate in to various things without expecting anything. No, they definitely expect things. They definitely expect benefits. Why are you here? Don't you expect benefits from this class? Tell me about it. Huh? So why did you join this meeting? Think about very carefully. Think about the two or three benefits that you expect. So rather than being vague, just be more specific. Yeah, it's a business studies class, so that's why you joined this. So can't you be more specific? Why do you join this class that I conduct? So sometimes our stake is not clear for us, but it's very important. Very important. Very important. So then I need to understand, I am on the supply side of this service. I need to understand you, your young minds. And at the same time, I must acknowledge where I am and what kind of a role that I should play in front of you. Although young minds seek fun, they need discipline as well. So I have to take a balanced approach, fun and discipline both, so that I can do only if I think like you, only if I know how to think like you, and at the same time, how to think like a good teacher. Right? So, stakeholders are everywhere. Who are business stakeholders? You're going to write this down. A business stakeholder. Write down. A business stakeholder is a person, group, or maybe another institution, maybe another business. A business stakeholder is a person, group, or an institution that has interest or concern, that has interest or concern in a certain business organization. Full stop. Certain business organization. Then stakeholders can affect, or you can write influence if you want. Stakeholders can affect or influence. Stakeholders can affect or influence or be affected, be influenced directly or indirectly. That influence may not be direct. It may be indirect as well. By the business's actions, businesses' objectives, businesses' policies, and businesses' performance. So you call these parties. They may be people, groups of people, institutions. They do have an interest in what your business does. They have a concern. They can influence the business. They are influenced by the business directly, indirectly. Therefore, when you think of your business's actions, when you set targets, when you determine policies, when you think of ways of enhancing performance, you need to know that those persons, those groups of persons, those institutions are stakeholders. Finished writing? If there is a possibility, you respond, right? Very especially you have to respond if you have not written it. මම එහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇහුවම ලියපු අය කෙසේ වෙතත් ලියපු අය කැමති නම් මට රෙස්පොන්ඩ් කරන්න. It's a very I like to see that you are connected to me. Every teacher would like, right? Every active teacher would prefer being responded by the students, right? You need to respond very importantly if you are still writing. Okay, right. So you have to say, no, sir, just give me time. Okay, now listen. Right. So stakeholders are different. They're different. They come in different sizes, different, color of effect and different interests. Sometimes you have to make a choice who should be given the priority because you have limited resources to make people happy. Okay. Further, services and those groups, without those support, the organization would cease to exist. So this is an irrelevant word. They are those groups without whose support the organization would cease to exist. Do you want to find a way how to bankrupt your business? Do you want to find the dead end of the business? Then break all the relationships you have with stakeholders, or at least with some major ones. The business will find its dead end and find it soon. So they are said to be stakeholders because they have a stake in the business. Not all stakeholders are equal. Wait, by that we mean that they have different interests. That also mean that they are not equally important. Wait, you have to write this. You wrote the definition here. So you need to write those 2 points here. One para, the other para. Okay, right. Okay, write down the first one and please don't write this. Don't write this part. First you write this one. They are those groups. They are those groups without whose support comma, the organization would cease to exist. The organization would cease to exist. Stake. So having a stake is someone is interested in it. Stake is that. Interest. That way, having a stake means. So that's why I told you I started the lesson with 2 words. What were the 2 words? In the beginning, I mentioned 2 words. What are they? Apute? මම වචන දෙකක් කියලානේ අද පාඩම පටන් ගත්තේ මයි පුතාලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද මම කියපු වචන දෙක very good නේද පුතේ ඔය තියන්නේ very good ඔය very good interest you are interested in something plus influence so that is the meaning of having a stake you are interested in something and we talk about influence that the business has and influence the business gets from them okay right very good very good kids can remember what we talked right finish writing this para then you need to write this one this is important Puta not all shareholders are equal it's not there in the tute no tute ke naane dega bhi no after that you can read this right but you need to write the second one as well quickly write not all stakeholders are equal not all stakeholders are equal by that we mean that they have different interests that also means that they are not equally important they are important but not equally important please make this sentence in this way that also means that they all are important they all are important but are not equally important they all are important but not equally important give me your response once you are done quickly Igmanta Finished, sir. Very good now. Good. So not all stakeholders are equal. By that we mean that they have different interests. That also means that they all are important but are not equally important. So I think the note is very clear and it has a clarity in those words if you really can read and understand it. Right? Great. So which means now I can take you to the second topic. These small topics are there, but some topics are longer. Differences between shareholders and stakeholders. Differences between shareholders and stakeholders. Right. Right. And then before we start that, we have to read one more sentence there. A business can never satisfy them all at the same time, but the business has to satisfy each one of them on and off. Sometimes, your employees need to be satisfied with the way you treat them. But at the same time, you have to give them challenges to satisfy the customers. Right? So when you charge premium prices from the for the product, so the customers have to pay. So you have to show your customers that you treat your employees well. You have to convince your customers behind the higher quality of the product the customers get and why they pay that higher price. Behind that, there is a massive employee effort and you appreciate it by paying them more. So these are important business tactics. Okay, so we are going to talk about these differences between shareholder and stakeholder. We are going to understand the difference between a shareholder and a stakeholder. This is a very important topic. Right. Many students don't see a difference in between these two words and fail to understand their relationship. But after this brief explanation of mine, I don't think that you will have confusions. Right. Shareholders and stakeholders, the differences. Simple meaning, they are the owners of a limited company. The word shareholder is used related to companies. The real meaning of shareholder, when you explain it with a limited company, they are the owners. For other companies, you can't use the word shareholder. For other businesses, then you need to use the word owner in place of shareholders. Shareholders can be found in limited companies where their shares are traded and invested by shareholders. So they are the real owners of those companies. But shareholders don't exist in a sole proprietorship or a partnership. Then we call them owners. So the shareholder, this is the meaning. Next, stakeholder. They include all the parties having interest and influence. Simple. Right? I told you that stake mean you have interest and influence. So it includes all the parties including shareholders. So now you can see the relative width of the concept. So shareholders would be one categories of stakeholders. One of the categories of stakeholders. And definitely by stakeholders, we mean a long lengthy list. Shareholders are one of them. Okay. Why are they interested? Shareholders are interested because they have purchased company shares. In other words, they have invested their money in the company. Very simple. Very simple. They have purchased company shares, which means they have invested their money in the company. So they definitely have an interest in the company. They definitely want to influence the company, and they are influenced by the company. Stakeholders, they have many different reasons to be interested in the business. Many different reasons. Not only all of them have invested in the business, shareholders have invested, so they are a stakeholder. And customers, they have not invested in the business, no. They buy products from the business. That is why they are interested in. And employees, they don't own the business, no. But they work in the business regularly. So they are interested in the business. And what about suppliers who provide materials? They do business with the business. So they are interested in the business. Competitors. Competitors compete with you in the same market for the same customers in the same industry. So they also have an interest in you. The government is interested in the business. Media is interested in the business. Community is interested in the business. Yes. So it's a long list as I explained you earlier. Okay. They are, yes, shareholders are the owners. So stakeholder includes everyone interested in a particular business that you are thinking of. Next, concept. Shareholder concept is relatively narrower, but stakeholder concept is relatively broader. It is because shareholder, by that we mean only one party. Those who have invested their money in the business purchased shares. But here this is broader because it includes everyone. Next, categories. There are one stakeholder category of a business. There are definitely many different parties who can be called stakeholders. So one stakeholder category, there are definitely many different parties. All right. Good. Read that list again. I give you 30 seconds or 1 minute to read. Quickly read. Finished? Ask questions if you have any. Very good. Very good. Because this is a key concept and it's very simple. Anyone can understand, no Puta? Neither. Anybody can understand this. So, if it's a company, there are shares. A share is the smallest unit of capital, right? So Those who want to invest in the company must buy these shares. So they invest, they buy these shares, and they become the shareholders. They are called, there are different types of shares. There are different types of shareholders that I don't want to explain at the moment. But shareholders are generally called the ultimate controllers or ultimate owners of the business. But then what about a sole proprietorship? What about a partnership business? They don't have shareholders. Then we just make this shareholder concept related to this, but without using the word shareholder, then we say they are the owners. So the shareholding relationship is mainly about owning a business, investing in a business, mainly giving the priority for a limited company. So private limited, public limited, offshore, overseas, multinational, many. Got it? But stakeholder concept is a broader and wider concept. It includes everyone that you should think of, starting from the owners, if it's a company, shareholders, the directors, managers, employees, customers, suppliers, competitors, creditors, debtors, government, media, community, pressure groups, professional institutions, international institutions, everyone. Got it? Understood it very well? හොඳටම තේරුණාද? පොඩි උත්තරයක් දෙන්න ඕන එකට මට. Very good then. Good. So now now we are going to take the third one, right? Here you don't have to write anything, right? But I will explain, then you need to go through these points. Okay, right? I will ask somebody to read this later, right? So definitely shareholders are a part of stakeholder concept, because when we list down stakeholders, we have to list down shareholders as one of those names. Okay, good. Topic number 3, from shareholder concept to stakeholder concept. By that we mean every organization is built, established, begun, founded with certain objectives, and very often the objective is to make money, profits. So giving the main focus to the stakeholders. One stakeholder category called shareholders. So they have started the business to make profits. But in the process, when the business becomes more complicated and more impactful, you need to understand that there are many parties involved. So now the business should be very serious activity. How do you think of profits without employee commitment? How can a business make profits without customers? So can a business operate without government influences? Sometimes business wants funds from debt holders, those who wish to lend the money to the business. What about them then? And business does business with other businesses like suppliers, distributors. So can you forget them? No, you can't. So originally, businesses believed in one concept, and that was shareholder concept. But the evolution of business and the world and many forces today have forced the businesses to stand on this end or somewhere closer to it, stakeholder concept. So this is about moving away from shareholder concept towards stakeholder concept. What can be said about the shareholder concept? This is a traditional view. Traditional means this is what most of the businesses usually think. So shareholder concept, a business must prioritize the interest of the shareholders or owners. Must prioritize the interest of the shareholders or owners. That is the simple meaning of the shareholder concept. Giving the exclusive focus on shareholders. Recognizing only their interest. What do they want? Profits or adequate return for the money they have invested in the business. The business must make a profit and provide the highest possible dividend. Dividend is called the profit share back to the owners. So look at the main points on the shareholder concept. Traditional view must prioritize the interest of shareholders or owners. By that we mean business must make a profit, be profitable, and must distribute dividends, profit share to the owners. When a business does it according to shareholder concept, it's a good business. But when a business does not make profits, when a business does not distribute profits adequately, then it's a bad business according to shareholder concept. But today, business has found another alternative thought of, right? Method of thinking. This is the new view. A business must benefit all stakeholders it has. The business must be responsible towards employees, customers, suppliers, owners, government, public, etc. etc. means many parties that I have not mentioned here. So it is the new view. Business must benefit all stakeholders. And many parties includes employees. Employees don't want profits. Customers don't want profits. Suppliers don't want your profits, they want their profits. Owners want profits. Government wants a part of your profits because it imposes taxes. Public wants the business to use the business's profits for public welfare. So you can understand now. You can understand. Right? Okay. To explain it a little bit further, this is a very narrower way of interpreting the business roles. This has a very short-term view of the future. This recognizes profitability as the only success of the business, right? So look at this. Shareholder concept, very narrow way of interpreting the role of the business. And it's very short-term and recognizing profitability as the only success of the business. Stakeholder concept, this is a very broad and practical way. Next, this is much more long term and sustainable, much more long term. So this is definitely you have to take in the long run, and this is what that makes a business a sustainable business. Finally, this includes many stakeholder related business performance and social responsibilities of the business. So it's many stakeholder related business performance, and definitely a socially responsible business. So did you understand these two ends? Sorry for asking this again and again. Did you understand? Mama ahana godak wedi eka mata therenowa, but I need to ask. Simple. You got the difference clearly? Do you understand that stakeholder concept is a part of shareholder concept is a part of stakeholder concept? Again, I ask the question. You managed to understand that shareholder concept is a part of the stakeholder concept? Very good. Very good. Excellent. Very good. Then shareholders may include only few. So these are the owners. They have invested in the business. So they want profits or dividends. But stakeholders include these three and also include other parties. Employees, media, community people, customers, different parties, government, lot of parties. So I use these pictures because I will be using them, right? I just wanted to tell you that quantitatively as well as qualitatively, stakeholder concept is wider, deeper, broader than shareholder concept. G2333, you just logged into the meeting now. Please rename your device, darling, quickly. G2333. Can you please send your name here, Buta? The one who joined now. Yes, I need to mark the register here. Quickly, Mantabuta. Okay, good. Thank you. 2 students join now, in fact. Right. Very good. Okay. Number 4. Okay, before we go there, right. I want a reader. Can I have a volunteer? One who prefers to read this part with me? I read one part, you read the other part. Any volunteer? Pragashini, thank you, Buddha. 2 students have joined. Right. First Ifra, then I take Pragashini because Ifra sent me the message earlier, darling. Pragashini, you need to read after this. Okay. Ifra, wait. Others, please make sure that you are muted. Ifra, good evening, Puta.
Good evening, sir.
Little bit louder, darling.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Right. So, thank you very much. Shall we start reading?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Right. We are going to talk about, darling, shift of the business focus from the shareholder concept to the stakeholder concept. I read the main small point, you read the detailed part. Right. My reading. The traditional view of the business is often referred to as shareholder concept. You, Puta?
As the shareholders are the owners of the company, the firm has a legally binding duty to take decisions that will increase shareholder value, and usually those shareholders, owners, and investors become the first parties to be considered in business decision making.
Right. Good. I'm glad that you increased the volume. Good. Second, now I read. However, today most of the businesses have moved into stakeholder concept as they try to reach stakeholder value and corporate social responsibility with ethical decision making. Yupata?
The stakeholder theory or concept is that there are many other parties involved and interested in business activity, and that the interest of these groups, debtors, creditors, local communities, the public, government, and pressure groups, competitors, should be considered by business decision makers.
Very good, very good. Next, it's not yet over. The following of the stakeholder concept has short-term pains, costs, but long-term gains. The following of the stakeholder concept, there may be short-term pains, but long-term gains. Yupata?
It is expensive to follow stakeholder concepts for a business. Therefore, it is more expensive, so the business will have to sacrifice their profits in order to meet shareholder objectives in the short run. However, they will receive their higher profits long term because they will have met their social standards and were able to consider balance and honor stakeholder interests.
Yes, very good reading. When a business follows the stakeholder concept, it must clearly understand the following points. First point, Puta.
There are different stakeholders for a business. They are different because they have different interests in the business. The
Yes.
interests of those stakeholders are usually conflicting in nature.
Very good. Very good. Right. So, I will explain these pressure groups, right? Definitely. Superb reading. Very clear. Pragashini, you will help me because there's a lot to read for you today. Pragashini, get ready. Huh? Right. Classification and naming of business stakeholders. Right. What we do now is this. We need to understand a business has got different types of stakeholders. When you offer a product to the market, you mainly target the customers. But you need to know many parties would be influenced by it, influence it, and interested in it. This is how we classify stakeholders. Very simple, internal and external stakeholders. Quickly write this down. Internal, external. Internal, external. Internal, external. Okay. Then we are going to talk about internal and external stakeholders. Putala Balaganna. Right. I have not given a separate space to write this down, right? So meaning of internal stakeholder, external stakeholder, you have to write the meaning of internal here and external here, right? So make sure you use this space to write down the definitions of internal, external, because I have not given specific space for that. Okay, great. So internal stakeholders and external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders include owners, managers, employees. Please write them down under internal, right? They are within, inside the business. Externally, outside the business, you have suppliers, you have customers, you have distributors, you have government, competitors, community, creditors, trade unions, media, shareholders, debtors, pressure groups. So please write down the two sides. Now you can see, no? So you can't, business will not be able to count. They may be able to count the main categories, but they never count the exact number of individuals, groups of individuals, and institutions be affected by its actions. Do you enjoy the lesson? Do you enjoy the current lesson? Do you enjoy the current lesson? The moment? Then you will understand it. Just ask. Putala enjoy karna the main lesson neka. Okay, so will I give it in the way you can understand you want? That's it. If you enjoy, you will understand. And that enjoyment, it's not pleasure. It's from the deeper part of your brain, right? You understand, this is it. Oh, I love it. I love this. I love this. I get it. So something you consciously, and you get that nice enjoyment, right? Very good. Owners, managers, employees. Externally, you have suppliers, customers, distributors, government, competitor, community, creditors, trade unions, media, shareholders, debtors, pressure groups. I will explain pressure groups, Puta. You can see in the next page. I will explain. Don't worry. So we are going to talk about each of these parties today. මේ හැම පාටි එකක් ගැනම අපි කතා කරන්නයි යන්නේ. Finish listing down. ලියන් ඉවරද? Okay. Take a 2-minute break. Body break එකක් ගන්න. Take a 2-minute break. Yes. Bottle එකක් බීලා ඉන්න. Bottle එකක් බීලා ඉන්න. Corneli, just give me a call. Not tonight, tomorrow morning. No, Anumi, I will send for different months. There would be different links for you to pay. But those who came from like Sakya and Shakti, you can pay those institutions. Okay, Puta? Shenaya, Ane Puta, just give me a little bit more time. I just, I can't remember the exact number of marks. I'll let you know. Okay, just take a small break. Good. Okay, now we are going to talk about each of these stakeholders, why they are interested in the business. I'm going to take one by one and explain. Okay, right. Pragashini, can you help me?
Yes, sir.
Right. Good evening, Puta.
Good evening, sir.
Right. Did you receive the tunes, Pute?
Not yet, sir.
PDFs?
I received that, sir. Yes.
Okay. And I got to know that printed materials now are being delivered. Some students responded to me, even one student, two students responded to me today, right? So the tutorials I sent earlier, I don't know, right, for your batch, right? I sent them long ago, but and we need to now, I need to process the next tute as well for chapter 2, and I'll be sending chapter 2 and chapter 3 tutorials together. right? Actually, chapter 4. I'll be sending 3 chapters in the month of July by the end of it. Okay, right, Pragashini? Help me, okay? Right. So topic number 5, reasons for stakeholders to be interested in the business. Reasons for stakeholders to be interested in the business. Right. So we are going to talk about intentions, motives, what different parties want. Okay, why are owners interested? Pragashini, read.
Profitability of the business. Maximizing owners' wealth. Increase in value of business assets. Growth of the business. Increase in market share. Increase in the share price. Improving business goodwill. Improving personal goodwill. Future potential of the business. Personal development and satisfaction.
You need to write down the first 3 on the tude because they were not given. Quickly write them down, Puta. Owners want the business to make profits. Owners started the business because the business assets would be parts of their wealth in the end, because they own the business and they want the business's assets, their values to go up. In addition to that, owners want the business to grow. Owners want the market share to expand. Owners want the share price to increase. And owners are concerned about the goodwill, both business and personal. And owners want to know what they can get from the business in the future. And owners want their personal development, satisfaction. Okay? Yeah, if you want, if you have other points not written in the tude, you can write them down. No problem. You don't need my permission, Pute. Although I make the presentations, tutorials at the same time, very often I update my presentations before the lesson. So I think the presentation is relatively more up to date compared to the tutorial, because tutorial is something that we have to process months before. This, if like I can update even just before I start the class, right? All right, kids, finish writing. You don't have to write all, only the first 3. Can I go to the next one? Pragashini, are you there? Can you start reading the second one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Puta, this time we're going to talk about employees. Why employees are interested in the business? Puta?
Job security. Higher salaries. Promotional opportunities. Additional benefits and bonuses. Welfare and fringe benefits. Safe and healthy workplace. Non-discrimination. Training and development. Career development. Job satisfaction and prestige.
So employees want, when they join a business, they want their job security to be ensured, right? So I'm an employee there. I get a permanent employmentship. Oh, and then further I expect higher salaries. Now wait, don't you expect, if you're an employee from the company where you work, salaries, and you want the salaries to go up and promotional opportunities along the way, and you expect lots of additional benefits and bonuses, welfare, fringe benefits, right? And safe and healthy workplace. You want the workplace to be safe, healthy. Non-discrimination means people of different backgrounds, different genders, different races must be served, treated fairly. Discrimination. So suppose there is a manager who always gives the priority to the ladies. So he always says yes when ladies ask something. And he always says no when gents ask something. Huh? Then like there are people like that, no? Discrimination. Gender discrimination, race discrimination, caste discrimination, right? Training and development. That's another thing employees want. They want to be trained. They want the career development. So they may start as a small clerical level, but they want to find out the steps in the ladder available. So how can they move ahead to top? Job satisfaction and prestige mean job satisfaction is basically what you get from, like, now I work as a teacher because I get immense, massive job satisfaction that I can't buy with money. Prestige. Prestige is basically the good name and good employmentship and then accomplishments, achievements. One student asked what fringe benefits. Fringe benefits mean various benefits that are added to your remuneration package, right? Maybe insurance and various allowances, performance based payments, maybe financing your educational requirements. Those. Finish writing? Job satisfaction, prestige. So they want that. They want good. Prakashini, get ready, Buddha. So now we covered two parties, owners and employees. Now we need to pay attention to shareholders. So shareholders, by shareholders, I mean those who have invested in companies. Right. Prakashini, read.
Higher dividends,
Okay.
appreciation of share price,
Okay.
bonus and right issues,
Okay.
maximizing wealth,
Good.
consistent and fair return,
Right.
company sustainability,
Okay.
company expansion,
Right.
consistent business profitability,
Okay.
future potentials of the business,
Okay.
lowering on the risk of investments.
Right. So why are shareholders interested? Shareholders, as I explained earlier, they have invested their money in the company's shares, so they become the ultimate owners of the company. So this shareholder concept is applicable only for the businesses that take the company structure, private limited, public limited companies. So they expect higher dividends. So when the business makes profits, when the director board declares, shareholders are given dividends and shareholders expect it. And they want the share price or the prices of the shares that they have purchased to appreciate, so that they can the same share they purchased at a lower price few years back, now they can sell the shares at a higher price. It is because share prices have appreciated. And they expect bonus and right issues. Bonus issue mean, Puta? Bonus issue mean shareholders want new shares at zero price, which means suppose the company makes profits and company decides, or the director board decides, to distribute company profits not in cash but in shares. Just imagine again, you have purchased 1,000 shares. Just imagine. And the company has declared, the director board has declared the dividends. And they say, we give these dividends not in cash. For every 2 shares you have, you will be given 1 share free. So what does the company do? Company distributes its profits in the form of shares, and you get them for free. Since you have, in my example, 1,000 shares, you will get 500 new shares free of charge. So at the end of this, you have now 1,500 shares. If you want, you can sell these shares in the market at a higher price. The next one, right issue. By right issue, we mean a different one. Suppose the company wants to issue shares again. A company wants to issue shares again. You're already an existing shareholder. You have purchased some shares of the company previously issued. And the company is now going to issue more shares, new shares. Company should give you the option of buying some shares. That is at a lower price than the price at which the new shares are traded in the market. Suppose the company has announced these shares newly issued would be traded 50 rupees for other shareholders. But for you, the same share would be given at 43 rupees for an example. That is called the right issue. Existing shareholders are given the priority. That is called the right issue. And you would ask, sir, oh my God, so serious topics are, should we write this down? No, you don't have to write this down. Why? Because this would be given later. Later mean when, sir? When we start the 4th chapter. So don't worry. Don't worry. So will this be tested? Will this part be tested? No, I don't ask these bonus and right issues in the exam. I don't ask. Their meanings I definitely don't ask. But you can write it and I can give it as a point or in the MCQ paper, or you may have to choose it or not to choose it. That is up to you. But I would not definitely be asking the meanings. But what about the content of this presentation? Definitely the whole first two tudes would be tested in the exam. And sometimes my worry is there will be two exams, because if I realize that I can't test everything with one exam, there will be 2 exams. And if I'm going to have 2 exams, you know what I'm going to do? First, it's traditional MCQs. And the next, fill in the blanks and short answers. You love it? 2 exams? Yeah. First one MCQ. Structured essay, I can't monitor you, no? But we'll be doing then the second exam. Fill in the blanks, very important, and short answers. All right, I think you understood. Okay. Right. And they want, I did not explain the whole thing, no. They further want their wealth to maximize consistent and fair return. They want the company to sustain. They want the company to expand. And they want the company to make profits every year. And they also want the company's future growth potentials. And they want their investment risks to go down. Pragashini, the next. Why are managers interested? Are you there, Puta?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Business performance and growth, decision accuracy, attractive remuneration package, extra benefits, career development, job satisfaction, departmental performance, new opportunities, promotions and diversifications, personal development and exposure.
But if you can read the mind of a manager, you will understand that managers want at least some of them. They want the business performance and growth, and they want to check their decision accuracy, what kind of an impact their decisions have on their business. And they expect a powerful, attractive remuneration package because managing a business is very challenging these days. And they expect extra benefits. They also want career development and job satisfaction because they also are employees, managerial employees. They want their certain departmental performances to go up and the new opportunities to be extracted, right? And they expect promotions and they want the business to diversify. And if the business is diversified, they also want new, interesting, challenging jobs, and they want their personal development and exposure. Okay, finish writing. Remuneration means the full package, salary and everything, allowances. When you, now suppose it's a manager, when you get a manager's job, the company would tell you what kind of a remuneration package. Monthly rupees 65,000 salary, basic salary, plus allowances, plus likewise it goes on. So this whole thing is called the remuneration package. Executives are the people who can take executive decisions, right? So we use the word executives here, right? So executives means they, some of them are executive managers, some are there to help managers. Right. Okay. So managers are important. Very, very important. Next. Why are customers interested? Pragashini, are you there, Puta? Pragashini, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Right. First,
High quality products, customer care services, reasonable prices, timely product delivery, consistent product availability, innovative product features, after sales services, indemnity for poor product quality, high product performance, product durability and serviceability.
very good. Puta, it's not hard for you to think like a customer because very often you think like it. So don't you expect high quality products? Don't you expect good customer care services? Don't you expect the products you desire at reasonable prices? And when you order a product, don't you expect the product to be delivered on time? And don't you want the product to be available in the market when you want it? And don't you love innovative product features? And don't you call these businesses because you expect after sales services? And when the product is of poor quality, don't you expect a kind of a return or any kind of a solution? And don't you expect high product performance? And what about the durability and serviceability of the products, repairability, spare parts? Yes, we expect. Write them. I give you 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Very good, Janudi, Suleha, super speed. කොල්ලන්ට වඩා කෙල්ලෝ තමයි හයියෙන් ලියන්නේ නේ. කොල්ලෝ ඒ ඉන්න බලාගෙන. Okay. ඔය කොල්ලන්ට කේන්ති යනවා එහෙම කිව්වම එහෙම කියන්න එපාලු. බලන්නකෝ. කොපේ කොල්ලෝ ටික කියනවා සර් එහෙම කියන්න එපාලු. අපි ලිව්වට අපි සර්ට කරදර වෙන නිසා මැසේජ් එවන්නේ නැල්ලු. කොල්ලෝ we are the best ලු. කොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ we are the best ලු not right. මේ කොල්ලෝ කියන ඒවා මට හොඳේ. මම දන්නේ නැහැ ඉතින් ඒව ඇත්තද බොරුද කියලා we are the best ලු. ඒතර කෙල්ලෝ කියනවා we are the best ලු. කොල්ලෝ කියනවා අපි එල කොල්ලෝ ලු. හරි. එල කොල්ලෝ and good එල කෙල්ලෝ ටික දැන් අහගන්න. හරි? ඕකේ ඉක්මනට පුතේ ඉක්මනට අපිට මේ චුට්ට කරලා ඉවර කරමු. හරිද? සර් කියන්නේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපි ලියලා ඉවරයි. බොරුද දන්නේ ලියලා තියෙන්නේ මං කියන්නේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා. right. on. right. okay ko. my dear ප්‍රකාශ් ප්‍රකාශිනේට මහන්සි හරි දැන්. පව් කෙල්ල බලන්න ඉතින් සර් මේ මම වොලන්ටියර් වෙලා සර් මාව කනවනේ කියලා. any other volunteer? කවුරු තව වොලන්ටියර් පවුනේ අරයට මහන්සි ඇතිනේ පවුනේ. කො volunteer? ඉෆ්‍රා you read no පුතා අපි තව ඉෆ්‍රා නේද ඉස්සෙල්ලා කියෙව්වේ. තව කෙනෙක් කියවන්න. කො සුලේහා. අන්න දෙන්නෙක් ආවා මං දෙන්නාම ගන්නම් පොඩ්ඩක්. Suleha, first I take you, then I take Ashrika. Suleha.
Yes, sir.
Puta, just increase the volume of your mic so that we can hear your beautiful voice.
Can you hear me now, sir?
තව චුට්ටක් වැඩි කරන්න මැනික පුළුවන් නම්?
I can't increase more than this, sir.
Can you increase your voice?
Yeah, sir. Okay.
There's always solution में. हरद पते.
Okay, sir.
So you should read it in a way that your neighbor can hear it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Your neighbor can hear it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Louder darling. ඔන්න මගේ පුතා. Why are suppliers interested? ඇයි මේ suppliers ලා interested in business එකට? First.
More orders from the business.
Louder. Next.
Regular orders from the business.
More orders, regular orders. Third.
Higher prices for their products. On time and regular payments. Creditworthiness. Fair time to deliver items. Well arranged orders. Good interrelationships.
Right.
New business opportunities.
Excellent.
Early payment when necessary.
Good. Right. You also have a nice voice, but the only thing is, I heard it, but I don't know about others. I just came closer to the monitor, and I had a big ear, so I could. Anyway, wait, good. Wait, you have to read another one. Right. Why are suppliers interested? They want more orders from the business. Suppliers are the parties who sell their materials or items or whatever they buy, whatever they import, whatever they make to you, your business. So they want more orders from you, regular orders from you, and they expect normally higher prices for what they sell, and they want you to make the payments on time. And creditworthiness, when they sell the products on credit, they expect you to pay as you promised. And fair time to deliver items, you have to give them a fair time. You can't say, here I am ordering it now, I want it now, just now, say give is, if you don't, we'll take you away. No, එහෙම කරන්න බෑ. And they want well arranged to clear orders, right? මේවා ටික ලියා ඔක්කොම දීලා තියෙන්නේ in the computer column. මම මේක අප්ඩේට් කරා කිව්වනේ මගේ මැනික කො කොහොනේ අපි ලියන්නේ සප්ලයර් ලා ගැනනේ. ඒක තමයි ලියන්නේ. Right, write this down quickly. චෙනුමී මගේ පුතා මයික් එක මියුට් කරලා නැහැ මැනික. චෙනුමී right. හරිද පුතේ? So look at the, please add others into the list. List එකට add කරගන්න. හොඳ දරුවෝ වගේ ඒව කරනවා කම්මැලිය වගේ ඉන්න බෑ. Right, excellent. මගේ පුතා the one who read කවුද අපේ නම? Right. So our next topic is competitors. පුතා කවුද අපි කිව්වේ? Are you
Yeah,
there?
it's me, sir. Yeah.
අනේ පුතා what's your name?
Suleha.
Suleha.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to talk about which party, Suleha?
Competitors.
Competitors. චුට්ටක් හයියෙන් කියවන්නකො මැනික. Right.
Okay, sir.
So you have brothers and sisters at home.
Yeah, sir.
So when they do something that you don't like, there's a way you scream at them, right? Or can I talk to your brother or sister at the moment and ask whether this is the maximum that you can speak? Huh? Okay, read, darling, read. Competitors.
Fair and ethical competition.
Okay.
Change in business strategies.
Righto.
Company performance.
Okay.
Company growth.
Mm-hmm.
Product features. Details on production methods.
Right.
Advertising and marketing plans. Job hunting plans. Expansion and market coverage. Pricing strategies.
Good, Puta. Thank you very much, darling. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right. මේ nothing to write ලොකු සීන් දාන්න නැතුව ඒ ලිස්ට් එකයි මේ ලිස්ට් එකයි කම්පෙයාර් කරලා ඒ ලිස්ට් එකේ නැති ඒවා ලියපිය. nothing to write ගන්න. Right? Why are competitors interested? They want fair and ethical competition. ඉක්මනට. හරිද? Competitors want to compete but they prefer ethical competition. And they are interested in your strategies. They are interested in your performance. Sometimes better than you are interested. They want to find out how your company grows in relation to how they are growing. And they want to see your product features. And they want to find out how you produce what you produce so they also can learn from it. And they want to know your advertising and marketing plans. Job hunting. What is this? Hunting? No, job hunting means competitors want your brilliant employees to leave you and to come to them. That is it. And they want expansion of the market coverage, right? And pricing strategies. Okay, write down. Ane puta ikmanta. Hardaputa. Right, time's up. Time's up. Right, next week, Agan. Next week, now we have done up to page number 29. Next week, we would be covering from the remaining part and the part we couldn't cover. Right? So that we have a meaningful work for the next week. And the week after that, Padakinaputa, don't leave the meeting, just stay. Right. Then after that, we are going to talk about business environment. And I think in 2-3 weeks time, we will be able to finish it. And then definitely we'll have an exam, and most probably there will be 2 exams. I think you enjoyed and learn. Stay safe. God bless you, Buddha.